In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of humankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. The true light that gives light to everyone was coming into the world. He was in the world, and though the world was made through him, the world did not recognize him. For the world loves the darkness rather than the light. The world we live in is a world in which we are a part is a world of terrible violence and of war. A world where murder and acts of cruelty frequent the evening news. Where violence threatens both our safety and the very idea of community, the very idea of us gathering together. And yet violence is celebrated in media, made into popular songs and TV shows, and movies that we go to and attend and enjoy, and even video games that we give to our children to play. The world is a dark place. The world loves the darkness rather than the light, and so it's a world of despair. In fear, we struggle with one another. We struggle against each other, and they with us. We compete for resources instead of accepting our interdependence, our need to cooperate, our need to share, and sometimes even sacrifice for the good of the whole. No, we'll fight and demand for what we believe is our fair share and do whatever it takes to get it. And maybe a little bit more on top of that, just to be sure. Our world is dark. Ours is a world where children die, not hypothetical or imagined children, but real children, thousands every day, from preventable starvation, preventable malnutrition, preventable illness. There's a world where greed and gluttony for power not only seems to prevail over the innocent and the powerless, but tends to be protected at times by popular opinion. The world is a dark place. We choose the darkness instead of the light. A world where the beauty and grace of love and sexuality are perverted into mere vehicles of self-gratification or promoted for financial gain. In our own lives, we face personal darkness, each of us carrying one form of pain or another, whether it is bankruptcy or joblessness, a diagnosis, or divorce. Some of us fight the demon of depression, others of us the demon of addiction, or maybe our personal darkness is the burden of loving someone who does. All of us face the brokenness of this world, whether it is broken promises, failed expectations, or the deterioration of our own bodies. And of course, all of us, whether we are ready for it or not, expecting it or not, all of us will face death. We live in a world of darkness. But friends, this night we celebrate the birth of the light of the world. This night Christians picked over 2 millennia ago, the night in which the darkness lasts the longest, to celebrate the birth of the light of the world. The light that shines in the darkness cannot overcome. The scripture reads, all who receive this light, all who believe in his name, he gives the right to become children of God, children of the light. The light of Christ. 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 The light of Christ, Father. And raise your candles. You would just lift your candles up and then pause for a moment. I want you to look around the room. I just want to remind you there are no lights on here. When I put out those candles, it was so dark in this place. That darkness is still here, except that you received the light and are now willing to let it shine forth. As we let our light shine, the light of Christ, it pushes back the darkness. This is the mission of the Christian church. This is what God intends. That He would send Jesus, the light of the world, into this world, and that each of us would receive that light, to receive it, to illuminate our own personal darkness, to drive it back, and then to offer His light to others, with others, shining and pushing back the darkness, knowing that darkness will not overcome this light. We talk a lot about that here at City on a Hill. Friends, we have a choice to make. We can bemoan the darkness. We can become cynical and full of anger and self-pity, sing about how dark things are and how terrible things are. Or we can receive His light and shine it forth for others. His way, His truth, His life, His love. And when we do, we can be confident the darkness will not overcome it. And so we, with the angels, how can we not with them join in singing, "Joy to the world, the Lord is come"?